This is the 2022 Strategic Plan Presentation for the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group. It is meant for the board members of the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group, as well as anyone else interested in the economic health and well-being of our geographical area. So a little bit of background. In 2013, the Rechot Regional Chamber of Commerce was founded with some local business owners in this area. And in 2020, it was rebranded as the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group by adding the arm of Taché, the town of St. Anne, the arm of St. Anne, and the Landmark Chamber of Commerce. And the new geographical boundary for the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group is now serves over 27,000 people. In November of 2021, a strategic planning discovery workshop was facilitated by Mariette Kirouac of CIDEM with participating board members. And in early 2022, the strategic plan was enhanced with consultations from Boyd Stow, who is a Chamber of Commerce revenue modeling specialist. The final version of the strat plan was shared by email to the board in late April 22. Now, today's presentation focuses specifically on the action plan for the next 3 months. Before I jump into this, one more point of context. So the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group had an executive director hired to run the operation of the chamber. She went on to go back to school. I stepped in an interim capacity for the next 3 months. So that's why what we're going to be sharing with you here is the execution plan for what we will be doing over the next 3 months with the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group. So strategic plans exist as a guide for organizations to effectively and efficiently accomplish their objectives. Ongoing adjustments reflect the changing needs of our stakeholders and newfound opportunities that the organization can add value to our stakeholders. Now, who are we? We are the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group. We're focused on economic development, supporting local businesses, growing local job opportunities, and serving the economic interests of our communities by aggregating and curating value for our members and democratizing access to our influence, connections, assets, and ecosystems. Who do we serve? We serve and partner with multiple community stakeholders, including businesses, consumers, institutions, associations, students, employees, municipalities, and other trade organizations that benefit from a strong and functional free market economy. This little map here shows our service area. If you look in the top center, you'll see where the Center of Canada sign is on the #1 highway. So our catchment area is legitimately the Chamber of Commerce that is most central in Canada. We capture the arm of Taché, the arm of Rechot, the town of St. Anne, the arm of St. Anne. The guiding principles that we used to create this next three-month plan was mindset first, tool set second, and skill set third. When we talk about mindset, there are multiple entities that helped in bringing us to the point that we're at today. Boyd with Kinetic Management, who is a revenue modeling specialist and has interviewed countless chambers, done a lot of research in the chamber world. Colin, who is with Wisebox Solutions out of Abbotsford, BC, who owns multiple different companies and is very much into the information technology world, and the Alberta Chambers of Commerce, as well as the Manitoba Chambers of Commerce. All of these individuals contributed to multiple conversations, ideas, whiteboarding, with the one thing in common that the box that we've traditionally known chambers to operate, we try to get out of that box by making connections with other business associations and other chambers, adding more value-added programs, potentiate relationships with other entities that might not have been traditional entities chambers were interacting with, or the way they were connected in the past, and then punching the floor down into individual communities by giving mechanisms to companies to add value to their employees, where the employees will have the ability to interact with the brand in that market called the Chamber of Commerce. So what we're trying to accomplish is to create a magnetic pull to the value proposition of the chamber versus pushing or trying to sell a chamber membership. We look at members as valued members that are getting value for their membership, and not as investors or supporters or sponsors or donors to the chamber. Okay. We're focusing on the mindset of running the value proposition of a chamber like you would any other for-profit organization, even though we are a nonprofit organization. For Toolset, we have the Chamber Channel platform, which is a software as a service subscription that has been built for chambers by chambers, with a strong lead on that for chamber aspect being the Alberta Chambers of Commerce. At the time of this recording, there are more than 50 chambers on the Chamber Channel platform in different stages, with different aspects of it being deployed and used in various communities. And third is Skillset, and that's the people that we have to work with: staff, board members, and volunteers. So here are 7 true or false questions that I want to start our conversation with before we go into the top 10 things that I will be focusing on for the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group. Number 1, is it true that you, as a board member, said yes to serve to make a difference, positively influence and improve outcomes for your and other local businesses? Is it true that the chamber can be defined as an industry agnostic business for the success of business? Is it true that chamber success is measured by the success of its members and the entire local economy? Is it true that the chamber has more formal and informal connections than any other organizations in our community? Is it true that the size and quality of the chamber's network increases the lobbying and buying power for its members, which then also increases its attractiveness, potentiates quality, and improves overall possible potential impact? Number 6, is it true that to future-proof our local economies, improvements are needed to our value propositions, our product market fit, and our business model? And number 7, is it true that becoming the most valuable business resource in our community would position the chamber at the center of our local stakeholders network and at the top of the local influence hierarchy that would then produce significant, long-lasting impacts and improvements to our local economies? If we agree that the above is true, then the more connections we establish, the more attractive, valuable, and desirable we become. The higher the awareness and quality of connections, the greater the opportunity is for reciprocity, engagement, and retention. The higher engagement increases dues and non-dues revenues, potentiates even more engagement, which increases member acquisition and retention. And in conclusion, the focus of this strategy should be a continuous loop to capture, cultivate, and convert. Capture a larger network by broadening the definition of membership to increase awareness to a wider range of individuals and to allow for more formal connections between the chamber and local stakeholders. cultivate more valuable relationships with each class of members to encourage greater network density, growth, and reciprocity, and convert potential value into actualized value. An example of that would be converting a non-dues membership type to a member that attends a paid event or sponsors or goes into a paid membership. Now let's go into the top 10 priorities that I will be focusing on for the next 3 months, May, June, and July. Number 1, establish and manage a better product market fit for our chamber's value proposition to truly become the most valuable small business resource in our local communities. Number 2, establish and formalize win-win network connections and relationships with stakeholders that potentiates value and encourages reciprocity in the form of engagement. Number 3, redefine members under management as any entity giving any kind of value in exchange for access to our resources, events, or any other value or opportunities. Let's talk about membership types. So these first four membership types are membership types that we will publish, that will be shown on our website. The first one is a directory business listings membership. This is a free listings only membership that any company that is operating in our region can get listed in our business directory. The next one is the Chamber Marketplace membership. Now, this is an e-commerce web store vendor merchant that can list their products or services in our Shop Local online initiative called Chamber Market, and I'll go into a little bit more details on that in the next few slides. A Shop Local supporter member. So imagine in the past, it was very difficult for chambers to have any type of meaningful relationship or connection with individual members of a community. The Shop Local supporter membership is a membership to an individual who basically wishes to say that they are willing to support local businesses by shopping local online in the Chamber Marketplace, and by inviting their favorite businesses to get listed, marketed, and promoted for free in this Chamber Marketplace. And the traditional Chamber membership, which the basic one that we have, is $15 per month or $150 annually. And these are members that enjoy the maximum benefits of membership. Now, there will also be unpublished membership types. The first one is what we're calling the Legacy Founding Member. This is an exclusive membership that we wanted to recognize the original 69 businesses that were members of our chamber before we started this new initiative. Essentially, it's a discounted rate that's not published, but will show appreciation that we appreciated them being members of our chamber going forward. Extended channel partner memberships. These are partners that we have relationships with, but might not be paid members. One example is a local company that wants to deploy an employee benefits dashboard for their employees that do so through the chamber. You do not need to be a member of the chamber to access that employee benefits portal. Similar to, you do not need to be a member of the local chamber to get listed, marketed, and promoted in the Shop Local e-commerce marketplace called Chamber Market. And the third way that we have an extended channel partner membership is the local jobs by referral platform called Toolset, that again, a company does not need to be a member to benefit from using that tool. So 3 ways that businesses can have a formalized relationship with the chamber without actually being in a paid member status. Channel partner members, think of it as other business-to-business organizations that can benefit from marketing and promoting each other's value propositions. Some of these, as an example, it would be the Heavy Equipment and Aggregate Truckers Association, World Trade Centers, North Forge, SEDEMs, other CDCs, Community Futures, any other entity that is dealing with businesses or is trying to assist in the success of businesses. And the last one is the Economic Development Partnership membership. This is a unique class of membership designed for municipalities or government entities that wish to support economic development efforts in their regions by being able to fund and support the chamber in multiple ways. We have a unpublished membership option for them based on the individual opportunities that can be rolled out with each individual entity. Priority number 4, empower employers of any size to offer an employee benefits portal marketplace for their staff. I mentioned that earlier here. Number 5, market, promote, and sell local products and services through our Shop Local online marketplace initiative called Chamber Market, and invite Shop Local champions, which are individuals from our community wanting to support their local businesses online. We are currently live with the pre-launch stage of the Southeast Commerce Group Chamber Market that you can find at southeast.chambermarket.ca, and with an official launch date of Tuesday, June 21st, which coincides with the first day of summer in 2022. Number 6, continuously seek to improve the value of our membership offerings. Number 7, increase the value of and revenues from exclusive deals and affinity programs. Number 8, intelligently allocate time and resources to the successive objectives of capturing, cultivating, and converting members. Number 9, reduce the administrative burden by automating as many processes and systems as possible. And number 10, set the stage for a successful transition to the next executive director. We have a target job posting date of June 21st and a target start date of early to mid-July if we can find the right individual. Some of the key performance indicator metrics that we want to measure is the number of members under management. That is all of the relationships that we have, paid or non-paid, annual or recurring revenue, member acquisition cost, member retention cost, and non-dues to dues converted members. An example of that is we have a local company that wants to market, sell, and promote their products on our Chamber Market online marketplace. They join, they list their products. There is no cost for joining. Then they realize all of the other benefits that paid membership will give them access to, and they become a member. That is what we call a non-dues to dues converted member. So together we can make a difference. The Chamber's motivation should mirror what motivated and motivates us as business owners, which is to matter, to have impact, to be valuable, to be significant, and to make a difference. One way that you can help is to follow and share the social media accounts for the Southeast Commerce Group. You can get them all at southeastcommerce.com. And in closing, I just want to bring this little graphic here. We are looking at going outside of the box, punching through the ceiling, breaking through the walls, and going down through the floor in enhancing the value propositions for all sorts of different types of connections and membership types that we can create over the next 3 months. And by doing so, we will be working with this philosophy of capturing, cultivating, and converting members. I'd like to thank you for your time and listening to this. And if you have any questions, talk to one of our board members or reach out to myself. And we look forward to an exciting next stage of evolution of the Manitoba Southeast Commerce Group.